Hi, Genki Call here with the Hall of Guardians faction info and teams for you. First of all, Hall of Guardians is connected to Whitehelm, so your level here of your kingdom can make a difference. Once you hit level 12, you start getting the ability to get these faction horde stat bonuses that are incredibly helpful. Down here in Hall of Guardians, of course, you're going to want to make sure that your horde is at least level 100/10. The reason for this is because this will get you some bonus stats, which is what is going to be get the bonus from the kingdom, and then the quality is how good your chest is going to be at the end of the delve. So, at the very least, before you go in, if you can try to get your quality up, that will help you get more chaos shards so that you can have the treasures to upgrade your factions. Anyway, for the pure faction team, let's go in here. I will show you what your pure faction team is, and it is the legendary is the Silent Sentinel, and she will explode a column, gain a bunch of life. If an enemy is silenced, enchant all other allies. This is important because if somebody hits her with skulls, she's going to silence them, and that means if they happen to hit you with skulls, you can enchant your whole team. She also has damage reduction and spell damage reduction, as does everything here at this faction. They all have things that are going to reduce skull and spell damage. The Ethereal Sentry is very important because you're going to increase an ally's attack by their armor. If you can, hit the Silent Sentinel with this spell before she gets hit with skulls so that you can get the most out of the spell. You want to always increase the attack of whomever is at the front of the queue if you can. However, if she has been hit by skulls, instead cast it on the Ethereal Sentry, because this one has the highest amount of armor of all of these troops, and it's important because of the Gargoyle, who's going to do splash damage to an enemy boosted by all allies' attack. This is super powerful when paired with the Ethereal Sentry because you're increasing their attack so very much. Like I said, everyone has skull and spell damage reduction here, and that's why I have the Arcane Golem here. You don't have to bring the Arcane Golem, but if you explode a gem and hit at least 3 yellow gems, you're going to stun 3/4 of the team, and stunning takes away all of these traits. So they won't have the spell damage reduction or the skull damage reduction. So it's going to be really important for the first and last room. You can run this with 2 gargoyles instead of using the Arcane Golem. But if you want the skull and spell damage reduction, you have to bring this guy. So your strategy for the final room here, get rid of the gargoyle as fast as possible because he is so dangerous. After that, go for the Silent Sentinel, then hit the Arcane Golem, because once you remove the armor from troops, Ethereal Sentry is basically useless. Let me pull that up again so I can show you. So if they have no armor, it's not going to do anything except create a light storm. That is all it's going to do. So he is the least of your worries. All right, now that we've got that out of the way, let me show you the weapon for Hall of Guardians, and that is the Guardian Crown. This is part of a meta team with Queen Beatrix and Mistralis that is incredibly annoying to fight, which means that you must have this weapon. You know, if something annoys you to fight, then it's a good thing to have for yourself. So, cleanse myself, gain life and armor, move myself to the front. So, super useful if you are fighting something that messes up the order of your team. For instance, you're in a delve, Cedric messes up your team, you can move yourself back to the front. Same thing with like Pan. If you're fighting Pan, you can get your hero back up to the front, and you're going to have all of this extra health to help you along the way. Upgrades that are notable are Barrier Myself and Silence the First Enemy. So between the barrier and the silence is super useful. If you want this weapon, it is only available during faction assaults at Hall of Guardians. Period. It is never available except for that 1 day or 3 days that you are having the faction assault. And during that time, you can get it in the Soul Forge. However, you can get it in the shop for the faction assault. I'll show you since that faction assault is now available. And you go into the shop, and for the 4th tier, you will be able to get the Guardian Crown. So it is a lot easier to get gems than it is diamonds. So I recommend if you want this weapon, get it here. You'll get lots of faction assault sigils, and that means more chances at chaos shards and upgrading things and getting awesome chests for your faction assaults or your delves. So let's get into the teams. This is my website, my forum. I will have a link to this in the description below. It will be the first thing you see. Here is the Pure Faction team right up at the top. I'll fit as much of this in the description as I can, but none of this information on the explode and destroy troops and other mana generators will fit into the description because it's just too much information. I've got 6 teams here for people that don't have any legendaries. You can play with these teams, just come up with something that works for you. These are just something to spark your creativity and to help you along the way. Anyway, for the quick delve teams, we have a lot of options here. We've got Chief Dargon with the double Gargoyle team, and it is fantastic. Or you can use Gargoyle with the Ethereal Sentry. It's super powerful. So anything that's going to raise the attack, Chief Dargon will do it for the entire team, not just one troop. Then we've got some brand new teams. We've got an all-mystic team here with the Grasping Grimoire, or you can use any exploding weapon if you missed out on this weapon. We've got teams with Dullahan. Dullahan? Why Dullahan? He kills either the first enemy or the first troop on your side. Well, on this team here, with the Judge of the Dead, this is a soul farming team, and Dullahan is a necromancer, and that's why he's on the team. Basically, Charonas, to blow things up and get souls, Judge of the Dead is going to wipe out the team. So you've got 3 necromancers here, or Judge of the Dead and necromancer, I can't remember. Anyway, it's a soul farming team that's also very fast for quick delving. But also have 2 teams with Terraxis. Now, this one here with the Leonis Tower and Dullahan, we discovered during our team building roulette on Wednesday that Dullahan can't insta-kill Leonis Tower. It's immune. So you can run Dullahan and possibly get an insta-kill on the other team. And if it casts on your team, it doesn't matter. Leonis Tower is immune. So for all around damage, in case Dullahan's not doing his job, you have Terraxis as well. And I think that Terraxis is going to actually be really useful in this delve environment because of the boost from your horde. So I've also created a team with the Shield of Urskaya, Setite Warrior, Terraxis, and Emperor Liang. Emperor Liang is the only source of mana here. He will destroy a color and then give you mana. He'll destroy any color you wish, and anything that uses that color will also get some extra life. So you can boost Terraxis' life with this. You're boosting armor with the Setite Warrior, and the Shield of Urskaya. Setite Warrior will do damage to all of the enemies. Emperor Liang also will he'll enchant on match 4s, so that will also help your team with mana. I think it's going to be a good team. I'm excited to try it out. We've also got the usuals. We've got Astral Mother. We've got Vanya Soulmorn with Ishtara. We've got Phoenicia. We've got plenty of teams here without any mythics, like the Harpy Mage with Queen Sochi and Chaloka. And then our true damage teams. Also down here we've got Amarok, we've got triple finesse that you can use here. Finesse with Shabanu Vespera. If you don't have the Doomed Axe, you can use any solid yellow weapon such as Dancing Daggers, or you can put Rope Dart in there because Rope Dart uses the same colors as Shabanu. We've got Scorpius teams here. We've got Scorpius with the Archduke who will insta-kill. Just High King, Iron Gut, there are a ton of teams here. If you come to the forum, you'll see a bunch of teams shared by my viewers on previous streams. It's just some really good information. I'll fit as much as I can in the description for this video. I hope that this has been helpful. I apologize for the one that I just uploaded with no sound. This is the replacement. Anyway, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you folks soon. Bye-bye!